Did Epomaker just make the best keyboard ever? This is the Epomaker TH80 V2 Pro in the beautiful black colorway. It features a glass screen, a multifunctional knob, beautiful side lighting, and of course, a creamy sound. And just a quick disclaimer, Epomaker has sponsored this video and sent out this product for me to review. However, just like all videos on my channel, Epomaker has not gotten a chance to review this video prior to me posting, and all thoughts and opinions remain my own. Taking a closer look at this black version here, Epomaker went for a stealthy, understated look. The keycaps feature dark gray and black tones with subtle contrast orange accents here. It feels solid in the hand, and 75% gives you all the functionality you need while leaving plenty of room for your mouse movements. The 75% layout, of course, is what most keyboard enthusiasts are used to. You still get your F row and arrow keys along the side, but you leave out the mouse pad to have more room for your mouse. You also pack in a multifunctional knob on top. Looking around the keyboard, we have nice side profile lights here on either side. And then on the bottom here, we have a nice and discreet Epomaker logo on the bottom right. Moving our way down to the bottom right here, we have a clean badge that shows the model number. There's also two-stage flippy feet if you need another level of adjustment here. And of course, just like all other Epomaker keyboards, under the left kickstand is where a USB-A 2.4 GHz dongle will be. We see 4 non-slip rubber feet to keep it stable on your desk. And moving towards the back, we can see our connectivity. We have a main USB-C port here, a Mac and Windows toggle, and also a connectivity toggle, being able to toggle through USB, 2.4 GHz, and Bluetooth connections. One of the main upgrades on the V2 Pro model is the inclusion of a built-in glass display and a physical metal knob here on the top right. You can track your battery life, your keyboard settings, the time, and you can even change a bunch of keyboard settings such as the lighting effect, color, brightness, speed, volume, and your keyboard language here. You can also choose to select a GIF that you can upload in the Epomaker web driver. The rotary encoder knob first adjusts the screen here, and if you'd like to change the functionality to volume, you can press the function key and press the volume knob, and it switches to volume control. And inside the TH80 V2 Pro, we have the creamy jade switches, which provide a really creamy experience out of the box, as in the name. They're 5-pin hot swappable. You can put them in any keyboard. These actually come in the G84 Pro here, and it has such a creamy sound, and it makes it feel amazing. The keyboard also has south-facing RGB, making sure that RGB comes in nice and bright. Now, usually I go for the white models of these keyboards, but for the TH80 V2 Pro, I decided to go with the black version here. Why? Because of the keycaps. Look at these clean keycaps. It has this beautiful carbon fiber design with these beautiful orange accents here on top. We also have an orange accented enter key and an escape key. We also have an RGB line here. And this design with this carbon fiber really looks clean and stealthy. It looks perfect on any desk. Even on my white desk, the contrast is amazing, and it's actually a good change, and I might start getting more black keyboards. And of course, because it's an Epomaker keyboard, it has a nice gasket-mounted design here, providing a nice flex and feel when typing. And also on the top right here, we have this knob that serves 2 functions. It's a hot swappable knob, and Epomaker includes another key in here that you can hot swap if you don't prefer the knob. So in my testing with the TH80 V2 Pro, it sounds really nice, and I actually find this over an upgrade compared to the F75 Max here from Epomaker as well. Obviously, I have this keyboard in the white color, and it also sounds really good. We also have a volume knob. Epomaker's taken a lot of parts from this keyboard, including the LCD screen, multifunctional knob, south-facing RGB, and a smooth gasket-mounted design, and applied it right here to the TH80 V2 Pro. Although I do think that this is the bigger brother of the F75 Max. As you can see, we have a volume knob here, but I actually do prefer the volume knob on the F75 Max because it has a more clicky tactile sound. The screen on the F75 Max is nice, but the screen on the TH80 V2 Pro is a little bit bigger and positioned in a better spot in my opinion. And of course, the keycap difference. The F75 Max comes with solid PVT keycaps just like this. And if we go to the black TH80 V2 Pro, the keycaps here look a lot more premium. If we take a look at the side profiles, the TH80 V2 Pro has this light strip with a brushed aluminum texture here on the side, while the F75 Max lacks any of that here. And if we turn our attention towards the back of the keyboard, and I do prefer the left style USB-C port, but I also like when it's in the middle, provides a nice change. And the TH80 V2 Pro has a 10,000 mAh battery, which means you're going to get days of battery life with RGB on and off. I've been using this keyboard for multiple days with RGB on, and I'm only on 7. I think it came at like 8 or 9 when it came to my house, and I've been testing this for about a week now, and it's just at 7. And this thing has been lasting crazy, and I don't even have to think about charging it. It just turns on and it works perfectly. Now that we've taken a look at how it looks, let's take a look at how it sounds with this typing test. I'll also compare this keyboard with the F75 Max here, so you can get a basic idea on how each of them sound and their differences. Thank you for watching, and of course, have an amazing day.